What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Please like the video. Let's get the likes up and also subscribe and hype the video as well, people. Big up to everyone that's locked in right now. And there is drama at Liverpool. There is big drama. I would call this as far as a civil war happening at Liverpool Football Club. And I'm glad it's happening over there and not my football club. We had this, remember, between Cristiano Ronaldo and Eric Ten Hag. And Cristiano Ronaldo called Ten Hag out for a lack of respect. One of the GOATs, one of the best players we've ever seen at Man United. Never mind in the world, which is crazy. And he did an interview with Piers Morgan. Salah did an interview for, I believe it was a Norwegian TV. Obviously, I was meant to put this out yesterday. I didn't because I was at a boxing fight. Big up to Rance. So I was out in London. But when Roms, big up to Roms, when he showed me the interview, I was absolutely gobsmacked. I was shocked. I was surprised. I was like, what the hell is going on? This is absolutely madness. But Salah has spoken. And one thing I want to make clear in this video, I will give my opinion. We're going to look at the good side of it, the bad side of it. I'm going to try and give an objective point of view. You know what I mean? I don't want to just kind of come in an angle where I hate Liverpool and I hate Salah and I hate this and that. I'm going to look at it for what it is. You let me know if you agree with me, disagree with me. Get in the comments below. One thing I will say, it's over for Slot. It is over for Slot. If it wasn't over before, he is finished. He is absolutely done. He might as well resign now. After this Salah comments here, this would have been the final nail in the coffin. Not only on the football pitch, by the way, is he finished. Tactically, clueless. In-game management, clueless. The players, I mean, the decision-making, what was he thinking? Like, everything about Slot right now. Yeah, they were cruising, but they are vulnerable. They are vulnerable at the back. His team selections are very odd. This man cannot be saved. He is finished, man. He won the title last year, and fair play to him. Credit in the bank, but he has now lost the dressing room. When you lose a player of Salah, the importance of Salah, you are finished, bro. Because who do you think they're going to respect more? If they're going to respect you more or Salah more? I'm sorry, Salah has gotten far more credit in the bank than Slot will ever done. This is Liverpool's third all-time goal scorer. This is a man that has scored for Liverpool in the past 10 years. Scoring in big games, scoring in big moments. I mean, how many goals has he got in his career? Look at the goals, look at the assists, man. For me, like, when you look at a guy and you look at someone who has produced for Liverpool, no one can doubt Salah's importance for Liverpool. You just can't. Whether you can say aesthetics, when you can say dribbling, is he better than Hazard? Brother, when it comes to numbers and when it comes to big game players, nobody can talk to Mo Salah. They can't. You cannot. And that's where, for me, Salah, do I think he has every right to say what he's saying? Yes. But only thing I would say is I question the timing. But let's go through the comments. Let's go dissect it one by one. And I can't lie to you, man. For me, it's interesting reading. Everything about it is just mad. But here we go. This is the comments from Mo Salah. He said, I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting on the bench for 90 minutes. I think it's the third time on the bench. I think the first time in my career. So he's not used to this, by the way. He is not used to this. In all the 10 years, he's been at Liverpool Football Club, he's never been benched 3 times on the bench, bro. It's unheard of. So you got to understand, for a player who believes he can still offer a lot for this football club, he thinks, yo, man, brother, I can offer more. I'm not used to this. And rightly so. These top players, they've got a top mentality. They've got an understanding of, yo, man, I'm the best player in the world. That's in their head. Whether you think it or whether I think it, it's a totally different matter. But in their heads, they're thinking, yo, I'm one of the best players in the world. I'm still scoring goals. You see what I've done for Liverpool? Brother, you put him on your bench. Again, I'm going to explain what I think of that because I don't think he's been in great form. But there are some other mitigating circumstances that I believe you will acknowledge as well. He said, I'm very disappointed, to be fair. I've done so much for this club. Everyone can see this during the years, especially last season. Nobody can deny last season. He single-handedly brought Liverpool the title. Like, how many goals did he score? Like, ridiculous amount of goals for Liverpool last season. He was basically the guy that dragged Liverpool to the title. So in every right, he can speak with chest. He can be arrogant in this moment because it's true. It's the facts. Yes, did Arne Slot bring an element of tactical, you know what I mean, making sure that things weren't as, I would say, it kind of, you know, they were a little bit more in terms of possession. They weren't like running everywhere. They weren't like a Klopp where, you know, they were box to box. It was a very controlled Liverpool team last season. And you got to give Slot credit as well. But Salah was the main guy. Let's be honest. He said, sitting on the bench, I don't know why. It seems like the club is throwing me under the bus. That's how it feels. It's very clear that someone wants me to get all the blame. This is damning. Not only have you started a war now on Slot, you have now brought the club into disrepute. You have brought the club now involved. And I can't lie to you, that's where I'm like, yo, brother, I don't think it's a club thing. I think it's Arne Slot. Obviously, he's not going to say his name because that means then, you know what I mean? It's getting a bit mad. It's getting a bit, you know what I mean? He knows where to indirect. Salah's a clever guy. Salah knows what he's doing. Anybody that thinks that Salah isn't calculated in a way that, you know, he wants to talk about the club rather than, because obviously you got to remember, you know, he acknowledges the fact that, you know, the club have given him a lot of power and given him a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're giving this guy the keys to be the main man you build around. Even at the age of 33, should I say, you still build around Salah in the club's eyes and in his eyes. Obviously, for me, I don't think you build a club around Salah because he's getting older now. You know what I mean? You got to obviously still be an integral part of your squad, but he can't be someone you mold for the next couple of years. You can't. He's getting old. He said, the club promised me in the summer a lot of promises and nothing so far, and I'm on the bench for 3 games. So I can't say that they don't keep their promises. Wow. Now, I'd be interested to see what promises they were made. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, right, they gave him a big contract. So in reality, what you're saying is, yo, I'm your guy. You know what I mean? You're our guy, basically. You're the one that we trust. You're giving this guy big P's, bro. You're basically saying, yo, you got the keys to Liverpool here, man. We believe in you. We want you to stay. We want you to commit for another 2 years. So we don't know what's going to happen behind closed doors. We don't know what's been said. But this brother would not come out and say these things. I don't think so. Unless he's throwing his dummies out the pram. You know what I mean? And that is another big thing we do need to talk about. Is Salah's ego being a bit inflated where it's got to a point now where he's untouchable? But is he at Liverpool untouchable? Somewhat ways I agree. Because at the end of the day, who's been performing at his level for so long? That's another thing as well. He said, I said many times before I had a good relationship with the manager, and all of a sudden we don't have any relationship. I don't know why. It seems to me the club doesn't want me, someone doesn't want me in the club. I love the club so much. So obviously last year, I feel like for me, with Salah and Slot relied on Salah. Now Slot's thinking, yo, I'm going to try and move on. I've got Isak. I've got Ekitike. You know what I mean? I've got Florian Wirtz. Problem is, though, none of that has worked this season. And obviously, he's in a bit of a trouble, Slot. The one thing I will give Slot the benefit of the doubt is that he has to figure a way of winning. And when you want to figure out a way of winning, you got to do things by any means necessary. You got to try everything that you can. So if it means dropping Salah, you drop Salah to get 3 points. And it happened against West Ham. And then all of a sudden everyone said, oh, but is Salah the problem? And Salah's watching this. Salah is watching this all over social media. Rah. So man is saying that you can win without me. Because at the end of the day, yeah, would Salah have made this public if Liverpool had won the game? I don't think so. But because Liverpool didn't win the game and they drew, all of a sudden Salah's now thinking, this is the best moment now for me to get one back. Salah's smart. This guy is smart, bro. Because Liverpool won. I don't think this comes out. Because what can he say? They've won without me. I don't want to be the guy that overshadows a win. I don't think he's that type of guy. Well, I hope he's not for you lot's sake. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, when when Liverpool won that game, everyone was like, ooh. But obviously South Sunderland happened and he came off the bench, and obviously Liverpool nearly lost that game. So he's trying to get his own back to the critics, to people that are saying, yo, Liverpool could do without Salah. When in reality, he's saying that, yo, man, what's happened between us and the manager? Anyway, we carry on. It's not acceptable for me. I don't know why this has happened always to me. I don't get it. I think it's somewhere else the club will protect its player. Damn. So somewhere else in a football club, they would protect their best asset. Is that true? I'm trying to think. Obviously, Ronaldo won. I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't being a hypocrite. I backed Ten Hag over Ronaldo. Only because Ten Hag came into the football club, and Ronaldo, let's be honest, was 36 at the time. Even though for me, he was an absolute brilliant mentality monster, and he's a machine, and scores goals. I do believe there was an element of disrespect involved, but at the same time, I questions Ronaldo's kind of almost timing, going on Piers Morgan. He hasn't gone on Piers Morgan. And Piers Morgan will be licking his lips, by the way. But going on Piers Morgan, of all people, that's where it infuriated me. At least with Salah, he's done it in a mixed zone. But is it a fair question, though? Would other clubs protect their player like this? Would they? But then again, there's a fine balance between player power and then choosing the manager. The guy's won the Premier League. Can you really go against the manager's decision? Do you want to get involved? Do the guys above want to get involved? I'm not sure. He goes, I have done so much for this football club. To get respect I want, I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I will earn it. People will say you are not bigger than I'm not bigger than anyone. I earn my position. This is football. It is what it is. Wow. This is probably the most damning statement, or the biggest statement I think he made was that, yo, man, like, I don't go to every day fighting for my position. This is Mo Salah they're talking about. This is Mo Salah we are talking about. Does he have to fight for his position? Does he have to say, yo, I should be playing? Is that the correct way of looking at football, guys? And you have to be honest, even if you are Salah, biggest defender, should Salah's position be a given no matter what form he's in? Should it? Be honest with yourselves, because I will give my opinion at the end. So be honest. That is saying there, basically, I should play. I should really play. I've done enough. On his future, I'm in football, you never know, but I don't accept the situation. I don't want to answer this question about moving to Saudi League because this club is going to take me to a different direction. After what I've done for this club, it really hurts. You can imagine, really, after going home to the club, you don't know if you are starting. I know the club too well. I've been here many years. Tomorrow, Carragher, former Liverpool defender, Sky Sports pundit, is going to go for me again and again, and it's fine. He will. I've been at this club scoring more goals than anyone in this generation since I came to the Premier League. I don't think anyone has scored more goals and made more assists than me. That's facts. In the whole Premier League, if I'm somewhere else, everybody would go to the media and defend their players. I think I read that one as well. This one here, can I give an example? It's silly, but I'm sorry. I remember a while ago, Harry Kane was not scoring for 10 games. And everyone in the media was like, oh, Harry Kane will score for sure. When it comes to Mo, everyone is like, he needs to be on the bench. I'm sorry. I did fact check this, by the way. And somewhat I agree with his analogy. What he's talking about is that factually, Harry Kane has never gone more than 10 games without a goal. He's gone 11 games, 1 goal. So in reality, I get his point. He went in a period, I think it was 2021, where he only scored 1 goal in 11 games. So people obviously will then go on that comment there and then kind of use it against him. What I will say is, though, when Mo Salah's speaking, yeah, the fact that players like Gakpo, yeah, who has been absolutely shocking this season, is almost like Slot's son now. You know what I mean? It's like his baby child. Doesn't ever get dropped is absolutely remarkable. This is the problem, though, that Salah is having right now. He's looking at everyone else thinking, yo, how come other people are getting more, I don't know, more leeway? You got Gakpo starting. You brought an Endo at 3-2 when you should have really went for the juggernaut and went and brought on Salah to maybe kill the game off. That's what he's thinking. Brother, and I hear it to some sort of degree. It don't make sense. You say Salah's not in form, but then you're playing Gakpo. I get it, there's not many options, but at the same time, bro, you got to be consistent in your argument slot. And that's where he's lost the dressing room. That right there is where he's lost the dressing room because his decision-making has been inconsistent. This is where I disagree with Mo Salah. I disagree with the timing of this event. I disagree also the fact that the way he's speaking is almost as if a man is in form and is firing on all cylinders. Let's be brutally honest. Mo Salah really and truly should not be starting for Liverpool Football Club. As of now, as of today, if I was to pick my team tomorrow, Mo Salah would probably not at the top of the list. But when you look at what Liverpool are going through right now, you're going to need Salah. And when you're playing Gakpo, you're going to have to put Salah on. So what do you do then? It is a mess. It is an absolute mess, bro. If you're not consistent in your decision-making slot, this is what you have brought yourself into. I'm sorry. But I don't believe Salah has been the greatest of form to be saying that, yo, man, my position, I should be fighting for my position. No, you should. The only thing is, though, you're not really fighting with anyone because everyone else is dead. This is the thing. The reason why Salah is speaking so with a lot of vim is that he's thinking, yo, man, who am I fighting for? Who am I actually fighting for in this team? Why am I not being respected and I don't have credit in the bank against Florian Wirtz, Gakpo, Isak, Ekatike just come through the door. All of these guys have come through the door. But yeah, I've been the one that's been disrespected. I've been the one that's been scapegoated. Nah, man, that ain't on me, bro. And that's where Salah feels. And to some degree, I actually agree with it. You can't disrespect a player like Salah. But at the same time, if you built your team on fairness and you actually communicate, problem is now the communication is broken between Salah and Slot. So therefore, it's khalas. It's over. It's absolutely done. Slot will not survive. Salah, I think for me, the fans, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm choosing Salah over Slot. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm choosing because I know you can get the best out of Salah under a different manager. I know Salah's form will eventually come back to what it is. And people say he's finished and he's washed, but you don't go from where you finished last season to now washed all of a sudden. Yeah, is his running power not the same anymore? Yeah, is his speed a little bit, you know what I mean? Is he a bit more slower? Yeah. But bro, I'm not choosing, I'm sorry, Slot, who looks finished and broken for Salah right now if I was a Liverpool fan. But I also disagree that the sort of player power right now being used and the timing in which Salah has spoken when you're not informed, I don't agree with that as well, man. But then again, when is the right time to speak out? I always say that. When is it? When is it? You let me know. But people, I hope I've given my 2 pence on that one. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel and get in the comments below. What do you think? Who's right? Who's wrong? I'll leave you with that. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.